All right, so here's something that's gonna shock you. I talk to buyers from out of state every single week who are moving to Chicago, and almost every single one of them makes the same mistake before they even land at O'Hare. The issue lies in how they go about picking the right neighborhood for them and their family. Whether they're picking neighborhoods based on vibes that they've heard about, maybe it's a nice photo on Zillow, or worse, a Reddit thread from 3 years ago. And then they move in and within months, they're miserable. Not because Chicago is a bad city, it's one of the best cities in the entire world, but because they choose the wrong neighborhood based on the desired lifestyle that they're looking for. On a map, Chicago can be very confusing, especially if you're not from here or you don't know anything about it. So today I'm gonna go ahead and just fix this issue for you. I'm gonna walk you through the 8 of the most popular neighborhoods that my team and I service. This doesn't mean they're the most popular for everybody, but these are just some of the most common neighborhoods that we're helping buyers and sellers in with our real estate business. We're gonna talk about what each one actually costs, who it's really for, and the exact framework that you should use when you're thinking about choosing the right neighborhood for you. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordan Pyle, your go-to Chicago real estate agent. My team and I have been servicing buyers and sellers in the city of Chicago for the last 12 years, going on 13. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single week, as I mentioned above. And we would love the opportunity to have a real estate strategy call with you to talk about your goals and see how our team can help you achieve them. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can text the number on the screen to schedule a call, and a team member or myself will get in touch within 24 hours. Additionally, if you're not quite ready to reach out, but you just want to get a free bi-weekly newsletter sent straight to your inbox, the link is down in the description. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's just start high level and talk about why this decision is actually bigger than you think. And here's the reality of the Chicago market right now. Inventory is tight, competition is incredibly strong, and a lot of the neighborhoods we're talking about today, they're gonna be very competitive. There's gonna be less homes available than the amount of buyers in the market. And what happens with this, when you start getting multiple offers, properties going under contract in the first weekend, it tends to cause people to rush, and that is the last thing you wanna do when you're thinking about your biggest real estate investment. And I don't mean sit on the sidelines and just let everything pass you, but we need to go into this with the right questions that we're asking ahead of time, being prepared, and just making sure that we're setting yourself up for success. All right, so some of the questions that I would love for you to ask yourself before you even reach out to me, but if you want to reach out and we can kind of talk through these questions with you, we'll kind of rattle through these just so you can get a good framework for what you're thinking about and how you are deciding on what neighborhood works for you. All right, number one, why are you actually buying? And I know that seems like a simple question, but are you planning to plant roots for some time as a family? Maybe you're moving for a specific job change, and maybe you're just buying as an investment, so the numbers and your return is the most important thing to you, or maybe you have a mix of all three. The reason we ask this question first is because your answer may change everything when it comes to the right neighborhood for you. The second thing we like to talk through buyers with is what is your actual monthly number that you're comfortable with? Not what you're approved for, not what's on your pre-approval letter, but what are you comfortable spending per month, all in? Because in Chicago, a $600,000 condo in River North and a $600,000 condo in Lincoln Park have completely different numbers when it comes to the total cost of what it costs to own that property. You're taking into consideration not only the purchase price, but your property taxes, your HOA fees, parking, utilities. It all adds up, and it all can translate to a completely different financial outlook when you're thinking about buying a property in different neighborhoods throughout the city. All right, number three, everyone loves the Chicago lakefront, but is it important to you? So do you need to be by the lake? If so, there's certain neighborhoods that are gonna work for you, others that may not. So for some people, this is a nice to have, and for others, it's an absolute hard requirement or an absolute deal breaker one way or the other. Lake access commands a real premium in this market, and like I said, there's only so many neighborhoods that actually border the lake, so we need to decide which neighborhoods those are, and if it makes sense for you and your family to be in those neighborhoods, all things considered. All right, the fourth question we like to ask is, because a lot of people are reaching out to me for job changes that are actually bringing them to Chicago, which is, where are you actually working? Are you remote? Are you full-time? Are you a hybrid? Are you commuting downtown daily? Are you commuting to the suburbs? So this question really just dives into the logistics of your daily life and making sure that you're set up and that you're not just dreading the commute every single day to your work. We all only have 24 hours in a day, and if we're spending 2, 3, 4 hours in the car or by public transit, obviously you want to get as close to these places as possible. So taking that into consideration, we have found that is ultra important for most of our buyer and seller clients. So that leads us into question number 5, which is the last question I'm gonna ask you just right now. There's plenty more, but these are kind of 5 of the big questions that I think everyone should be asking. And this is basically, what does your ideal daily life look like? Are you a restaurant and rooftop bar type of person? Do you need to be in a neighborhood that is stroller friendly, or you have nearby parks for your dog or for your kids? Are you looking for good school districts? Do you need close proximity to the public transit lines like we talked about before? Are you needing to be walking to a grocery store or a gym? All of these are valid reasons and different types of lifestyles that people desire. And so taking these into consideration when you're thinking about neighborhoods could be an absolute make or break. All right, so now we're gonna get into some of the neighborhoods, and we're gonna talk about 8 different neighborhoods today, just super high level. I have tons of other videos on this channel for you to go and do deep dives of, for example, Lincoln Park, Lakeview, West Loop, and many more. So we're not gonna get all into the details. I'm just gonna kind of cover high level and just kind of help guide you in the right direction. But really the most important thing I wanna get through in this video is kind of the mental models and the frameworks that you wanna take into consideration when you're thinking about the right neighborhood for you. But first and foremost is Lincoln Park. We all know that I love Lincoln Park if you've been following this channel. This is my backyard. This is my favorite neighborhood in Chicago. And so this is what people picture when they imagine kind of the ideal Chicago tree-lined neighborhood. And this is not your city center neighborhood. This is located about 10 minutes north of the city. Like I said, you have tree-lined streets, you have the lakefront nearby, you have incredible restaurants, top-tier schools, and you have that true community feel. Lincoln Park is one of the hottest neighborhoods in Chicago right now. So if you're thinking about buying a property sub $1 million, expect it to be incredibly competitive. Also, anything in this price point, because if you're going up to a single family home, you're probably looking upwards of $2 million, and that is also a competitive market. And then you kind of have the in-between, call it 800 to 1.5, and these are gonna be your townhomes, your duplexes, and just in general, all of Lincoln Park right now is super competitive, so it's just something you want to be prepared for. The nice thing about Lincoln Park is while it is expensive and while it is very sought after, it's one of these neighborhoods that is just stable and it's going to continue to hold its value long term. Next up, we have Old Town, and I'm going to just call this the underrated neighbor of Lincoln Park. This is on the southern border of Lincoln Park. Basically, the southern tip is North Avenue. If you go just south of that, you're now in Old Town. Old Town gives you 80% of Lincoln Park's lifestyle at a noticeably lower entry price. In Old Town, you have historic brownstones, a genuine neighborhood feel, great restaurants and bars on Wells Street, and lake access and walkability is also really strong here. I really love Old Town, and specifically the Old Town Triangle, and also you're a little bit more south here, so if you are commuting to work downtown in the city center every day, this is gonna get you just a notch closer and make your commute that much shorter. All right, next up, we're talking about Lakeview, and as I've talked to you before about this is actually now the northern neighbor of Lincoln Park. So this is gonna be Diversity on the north side of Lincoln Park, the southern border of Lakeview and up. This is also the neighborhood that includes Wrigleyville. It includes East Lakeview, also known as Boys Town. This includes the Southport Corridor. So if you're a Cubs fan, you want to be by the action and also maybe even have the ability to be by the lake in East Lakeview. This is going to be a great option for you. It's going to feel a little bit more loud, a little bit more noisy, a little more active than certain parts of Old Town and Lincoln Park. But I think that this is an area that you just have a ton of character. You have a lot of different types of architecture, and you have some great real estate that you can find here, whether it be for sale or for rent. All right, next up, we're going to Bucktown, and Bucktown is what I would refer to now as the western neighbor of Lincoln Park. So if you're just gonna jump directly across the expressway of Lincoln Park, you are now in Bucktown. Bucktown has been one of the strongest appreciation markets in Chicago for the last 20 years. One of the favorite things that I love about Bucktown is you have the 606 Trail, also known as the Bloomingdale Trail, that runs right through it, which is 2.7 miles of elevated green space connecting multiple neighborhoods. You have independent restaurants and boutiques on Damon. You have a mix of renovated graystones and new construction that gives buyers a lot of real options. Bucktown's got pretty popular over the last few years just because Lincoln Park and Lakeview are so sought after, so is Bucktown and Wicker Park, but pricing just tends to be a little bit better. So if people are getting priced out of Lincoln Park, they're jumping over to Bucktown in order to find what they're looking for. On that note, Wicker Park is the next thing, and we're talking about this being the best blue line bet. So Wicker Park is Bucktown's louder, younger sibling. It's ground zero for Chicago's music, art, and food scene. And here's the thing that most buyers don't understand or realize about Wicker Park, which is that the blue line stops right here, which means that it's a straight shot to O'Hare if you want to get in and out of the airport, and also a fast commute downtown to the Loop. Next up, we're talking the West Loop, and the West Loop has become very popular over the last few years. A decade ago, this was a meatpacking district, and it's just completely changed over the last 5 or 6 years or so. Even more than that, but in the last 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 years, and specifically post-pandemic, a lot of people have been wanting to be in the West Loop. Today it's home to the Restaurant Row, which for all your foodies out there on Randolph Street, this could be a go-to spot for you. So for you to be close to proximity to that may just be a huge win. And you also have a lot of companies that have either their headquarters or their offices here, such as Google's Midwest headquarters. You have McDonald's global headquarters, you have luxury high-rises, rental buildings, and as well as the Fulton Market District. Now the West Loop is definitely a busy neighborhood. It's not gonna be your quiet Lincoln Park, tree-lined streets. You know, it does have its beauty, but this is definitely something where you're gonna feel the buzz and you're gonna feel the energy immediately once stepping into the West Loop. All right, so next up we're talking West Town. Don't mistake it for West Loop, and pay attention here because this is one of the neighborhoods that everyone's been watching and kind of flocking to over the last few years. West Town sits right between Wicker Park and the West Loop, which are two of Chicago's hottest neighborhoods, but it hasn't yet fully caught up in terms of pricing. So you're getting that West Loop proximity without the West Loop prices. You're also getting Wicker Park energy without the Wicker Park competition. You have new restaurants that are opening, you have condo conversions happening, new construction is appearing on blocks that were industrial 5 years ago, and just a lot of great things going on in West Town. And your price per square foot and the amount of value per dollar is gonna be greater than some of these other neighborhoods we're talking about. All right, last but not least, we're talking your downtown market. This is River North. This is just one of them, but River North is going to be an option for a lot of people for a lot of reasons. And right now, River North is the neighborhood that you might be able to still get a good deal in. River North is steps from the Magnificent Mile, the Chicago River. You also have East Bank Club, which is a really popular health club in the city of Chicago. And you're also really close to the Loop. So if you're going downtown every day to the Loop and you're working in these high rises, River North could be a really great option because you can either walk, bike ride, or just a short commute away. River North tends to be one of the most walkable, amenity-rich areas in the entire city. So if you want to be in downtown, concrete jungle, high-rise vibe with city views, skyline views, and just really feel like you're in downtown Chicago, River North could be a great option for you. All right, so we've talked about some mental frameworks to think about. We've talked about questions to ask yourself. We've given you a quick overview of some of the neighborhoods. And now I'm just gonna give you my friendly advice, which is you gotta go see it and feel this for yourself. So I'm just gonna say something obvious, and you may have considered this, you maybe haven't, but you actually need to come to Chicago and visit this. So I recommend you book a week, a weekend, a few days during the middle of the week, and you really get into the city. And our team helps a ton of people do this specifically. You know, we help you talk through what is important to you, put together your wish list, your criteria, the desired lifestyle you're looking for. And that's really what our real estate strategy call is that I talked about earlier on in this video. And then what we do is we apply the market to your specific situation. We set you up on some searches so that we can get you not only units and homes that are on the public market, but we also give you access to inventory that is off market. If you want some of that inventory, just feel free to text the number on the screen and a team member or myself will get that information over to you. You can also schedule a real estate strategy call there. But really we are taking your needs, figuring out what types of properties are of interest to you, and then we're putting together a short list and you're coming to town. We're meeting up with you, driving you around, showing you a handful of properties and helping you understand what makes sense for you. Because even though something online may look good, whether it's the size of a property, a specific neighborhood, unless you're actually getting into that, you're walking around, you're going to a local restaurant, you're seeing what it looks like in the morning, in the middle of the day, when school's getting out, at night, during the weekday, during the weekend. All of these factors can go into how something feels for you and if it feels right for you. And so that's just something that we highly, highly recommend. We help all of our clients with this. And sometimes even before this, we go and do FaceTime tours and we just do videos of properties so that you know exactly kind of what you're looking at, and we can just start to window down the list so that when you come here, we have our top priorities of neighborhoods, types of properties, price points, and we can go out and be the most effective with our time together. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this valuable for you to start thinking about what are the right questions to ask yourself and to understand about your real estate search as it pertains to Chicago. I know so many of you are moving from out of state. It's a daunting decision. You have to try to figure out how to gain all the information and the access without actually being in Chicago. That's exactly what our team in this YouTube channel has allowed us to help so many of you do exactly that. And we really are just trying to take the complexity out of this process because we know everyone's busy, we have families, we have jobs, we have all the things going on in the world that are happening, and you need a solid resource to help you navigate the Chicago real estate market from afar. So if we can help you do that, like I said before, you can just reach out to that text number on the screen, and we would be happy to get in touch with you and see how we can be of service to you and your family. So until the next video, I hope you found this valuable. If so, do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. share with a friend, and definitely turn on your notifications so you can catch all of our future videos. Again, if you want that free bi-weekly newsletter sent straight to your inbox, information down in the description. All right, see you on the next video. See you soon. Peace.